Things I'm going to teach my son. My future son, I don't know what I'm going to name you, but I know what I'm going to teach you. First, that your mother doesn't know everything. When you finally realize that, please forgive me. I know that your first word doesn't matter as much as they say. It's more important to know when to listen and when to speak. When you take your first step, it is the beginning of a journey that will only take you further away from me. But I will tie your shoes for you. Teach you how to say hello so you can ask for directions. Teach you how to say please and thank you in the language of your grandparents. Hope that language becomes yours, even though it is not mine. I will read to you bedtime stories, but also Shakespearean sonnets, Greek myths, the Bible, and banned books, because you need to know these things. Because people will try to keep you in the dark. But still, the dark is nothing to be afraid of. I know you believe me, but I will sit here until you fall asleep anyway. You ask me what's real and what's make-believe. This is the first question I cannot answer.
Yeah, poet.
Mondays after school, you will bring weird, gross things down on the sidewalk home. I will be frustrated. First time you try to get something that is out of reach, you will be frustrated, but I will laugh and say, honey, you're going to be reaching for the rest of your life. Woo! That's not a bad thing. When you make your first mistake, when you start wanting to change who you are, I will remind you that dried Elmer's glue peels off like a second skin. Some things are like dried Elmer's. That there's enough construction paper in the world for you to start over again, that sledding around in socks on granite tile floors feels a lot like liberation. And sometimes, it really is that simple. Your frames are marked up with how much you've grown. You don't have to hold my hand anymore to cross the street. Now you start to ask really hard questions. Why some kids have more and some kids have less. Why some kids look different from you, are treated differently from you, and what does that mean? I will sit down and talk to you about how the world is unfair. What little we can do about it, but we do what we can. When your voice starts to crack, resist the urge to stay silent and fade into the background, but also resist the urge to show off and fill in the cracks with something that you are not. Remember that the moon is a world of its own. It only reflects the sun. The moon is beautiful, but I didn't raise you to be like that. When you have your first crush, I'm not saying you have to tell me, but you have to tell me. I'll teach you how to dance, how to twirl someone around, so when you're in the gym with her, with the lights turned down low and the music turned up high, you will be well prepared. Because a boy who knows how to move is dangerous. Dangerously charming. See, that's of how threatening you are. Some say that some teach your son how to be a man. That's not true. It's about respect, it's about honesty, it's about how you treat other human beings, and that includes women. As soon as you're old enough, I don't care if it's awkward, we are going to talk about sex. As a mother, they tell me that a child understands the word no at 9 months. When you are 19, you will know not to put your hands on someone unless it's out of love and you have permission. As much as I will try to protect you from hurting and from hurting other people, it will happen. So I will teach you how to say I'm sorry and mean it, how to hear someone else say I'm sorry and accept it, how to hold someone's hand in a hospital waiting room. When you realize again just how unfair everything is, you will think back to our talk and be angry at me for the questions I still cannot answer. But love me anyway. To my future son, your mother doesn't know everything. When you finally realize that, please forgive me. I can teach you how to say goodbye, but I don't want to.